KVGC News Time, now 7 minutes after the hour. In the news for today, a Monday, the 17th day of December for 2018. The Tuolumne Calaveras CAL FIRE unit will completely move into winter preparedness mode as of 8 a.m. this morning. While some CAL FIRE engines will be available through winter, the transition allows the agency to release seasonal firefighters, reduce staffing on fire engines, and close remote wildland fire stations. During the cold winter months, CAL FIRE plans to continue fire prevention and fuel treatment activities through public education, prescribed burns, and various types of fuel reduction. This year, CAL FIRE responded to 225 wildfires within the Tuolumne Calaveras unit that burned about 13,200 acres, which is significantly more acreage than in the past several years. The Amador El Dorado CAL FIRE unit transitioned into winter mode earlier this month.
Seasonal road and trail closures on the Stanislaus National Forest now in effect and will remain in effect until April. Forest officials say if a road is closed regardless whether a gate is closed and locked, it's closed for the season. Additionally, roads identified as being open may be hazardous due to local weather conditions such as snow or fallen trees. Drivers and hikers are urged to prepare for hazards caused by fallen trees. Be advised, forest roads are not maintained for winter or wet weather use. Use caution and drive defensively when traveling on open roads in the forest throughout the winter. Rocks, snow, and ice may be encountered in the roadway. Wet, saturated roadbeds are easily damaged, which can require costly repairs to roads and adjacent resources. Contact the Calaveras Ranger District at 795-1381 for current info on road conditions.
And the Amador Fire Safe Council will host a fire prevention town hall meeting tonight. This will be to provide information to the public on fire prevention. The purpose of the meeting? To focus on work being done in Amador County, especially the Mitchell Mine fuel break. The council is seeking the community and private landowners' help in completing this and other projects throughout the winter months. Again, tonight's meeting open to the public, 6 to 8, Pine Grove Town Hall.
And one of our area's oldest nonprofit public agencies will shortly be looking for a new leader. At Friday's meeting of the Amador Tuolumne Community Action Agency, Executive Director Raj Ramba formally addressed the board members, further explaining an email sent to them earlier in the week in which he tendered his resignation effective February 15th to focus on spending time with the family and his aging parents. Well, according to Rambod, what it comes down to is that years from now, he does not want to look back and regret not making the decision for the sake of family when he had the opportunity. As for plans to replace Rambob, the ATCAA board will meet monthly for the next few months rather than its usual 5 times a year, primarily to have board-level discussions about next steps in the search process. Rambob said he will not be leaving the region and will remain available depending on the board's needs in assisting the agency transition to a new executive director.
And with potential PG&E rate hikes already looming related to wildfire liabilities and lawsuits, the company has asked state utility regulators for large increases in monthly electricity and gas bills. The proposed increase surrounds 2 separate rate requests to the California Public Utility Commission. Now, one is PG&E's general rate case that is submitted every 3 years. The other involves costs related to shutting down the aging Diablo Canyon power plant. The impact for motherlode customers would be about $10.71 monthly. Now, that includes a 7.7% or about an $8.73 surge with an added $1.98 for a period of 6 years to pay for the Diablo plant closing. If state regulators approve both increases, the average monthly bill of $113 would increase to $125. The company also notes in their filing that this proposal does not request funding for potential lawsuits or claims resulting from the 2017 and 18 Northern California wildfires. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country. What, you got another story?
You know I do, and I actually got our stories out of order here. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
one more for you. Another delay has been granted in the trial of David Bilderback. Judge Timothy Healy postponed scheduling a trial date for the Avery man, so a Deputy Calaveras DA could have more time to review expert witness reports submitted by the defense. Bilderback's public defender, Lee Fleming, said the expert report was related to a crime scene investigator's analysis of where the shooting occurred and other evidence. Now, the next trial-setting conference will be held 8:30 a.m. January 21st in Room 1, or Department 1, of the Calaveras County Superior Court. No mention made in public court Friday to a plea agreement, which was alluded to during Bilderback's previous hearing. Bilderback is charged with first-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, assault with a firearm, and negligent discharge of a firearm, and the shooting death of his son Cole Bilderback in September of 2017. He's been in custody of the Calaveras County Jail since his arrest, with bail set at $3 million.
And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Monday from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, to visit our website, kvgcradio.com.